Namaste everyone. As we are going through the chapter comparing quantities, so today I will teach you about compound interest. And already you are familiar with simple interest, which you have learned in class 7. So actually, what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? So we'll have a look on that. Okay, so let me first discuss with simple interest. So this formula, all of you know that SI is equal to P into R into T by 100, and A is the amount. Amount is equal to principal plus simple interest, as you have learned this formula in class 7. So what is simple interest? So when we are taking loan, okay, or we are giving someone, we are lending some money to someone, in return we are taking some interest. Or if we take loan from the bank, okay, generally in the bank we don't go for simple interest. Let me say from some money lender, okay, if you take some loan, then they ask for interest. That means at the end of the year you have to return the money with interest. Okay, that is the extra money. Interest we are talking about, the extra money. So whatever money you will be taking, that is the principal money. Suppose you from a money lender, okay, you have taken 1000, for example, rupees 1000. So that will be the principal money. Now so let me with by solving, let me show you. Suppose you have taken rupees 100, okay. Now rate of interest, the money lender has told, okay, at the end of the year you have to return the money along with interest, that is the extra money, and he told that you have to give the interest as 10%, okay, that is 10% per annum, and the time period is 1 year. So what will be our simple interest? So we can calculate our simple interest using this formula. So SI equal to P into R into T by 100. So principal money is rupees 100 into rate is 10, time is 1 divided by 100. So these two zeros get reduced and the SI is rupees 10. So what will be my amount? So amount is equal to, it is principal plus SI. Okay, so we can write rupees, as we have taken 100 rupees as loan, so 100 plus 10, so it will become 110. So at the end of the 1 year we have to return rupees 110. Now if suppose you have taken rupees 100, okay, from the money lender, the rate of interest is same, that is 10%, but the time period now it is changed, it will become 2 years. Okay, so what is the amount that you have to pay to the money lender after 2 years? Okay, so as we have calculated for 1 year, the rate that simple interest is rupees 10. So what will be the interest, that is simple interest, at the end of 2 year? It will be rupees 20, as simple as anything. Okay, so it is for 2 years. For 2 years, okay, SI it will be rupees 10 into 2, that is rupees, it is 20. So what will be my amount? So amount is equal, it will become principal plus SI. So the principal money will be same. The principal money will be same, that is 100. Okay, so rupees 100 plus SI is rupees 20. So you have to return 120 rupees. Now here lies the difference when I'll be talking about compound interest. See, as you have seen, okay, the principal money when I am calculating the interest for the second year, the principal money is same. The principal money remains same. That is, we have taken rupees 100 only for calculating SI, simple interest. But in compound interest, what happens? The principal money changes. That is, the amount which one we will get at the end of 1 year, that one will become the principal money for the second year. That means the principal money changes in compound interest. So this is the basic difference between simple interest and compound interest. Okay, so let me take one example, so where I will be calculating the compound interest using the simple interest formula. So using simple interest formula also you can calculate the compound interest. Okay, and we have another formula to calculate the compound interest. That one also I will discuss with you. Okay, now let us take an example where principal money. Okay, so principal P equal to rupees 100. Let us take a small amount so that it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, now time T equal to 2 years. Rate of interest R is equal to 10% per annum. So you have to find out amount A, that is compound interest. Okay, we will be finding out the amount using the that is compounded annually, means using the simple interest formula will calculate the amount. Okay, there is another formula to calculate the amount, that is I'll be showing you. So first let us calculate the simple interest for first year. For first year, what will be my SI? So SI is equal to P into R into T by 100. So principal, it is already given 100, rate of interest 10. Now time is here 2 year, but I will be taking 1 year because we are calculating the interest for the first year. So let us take time here 1 divided by 100. So this 100 and this 100 gets cancelled. So it is rupees 10. It is rupees 10. Okay. Now what will be my amount for the first year? Amount A is equal to rupees. So principal it is rupees 100. So it is 100 plus 10. It is 110. So according to the compound interest, okay, whatever amount will be getting at the end of first year, this amount will become the principal money for the second year. So as I have told you, this is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Means in compound interest the principal money is changing, okay, whereas in simple interest the principal money remain unchanged, that is it will be same for every year. Okay, now so now my new principal for second year, principal P equal to, it will be rupees 110, time T equal to 1 year, and the rate of interest R is equal to 10% per annum. So let us calculate the SI. Okay, therefore SI, it is equal to P into R into T by 100. Okay, now let me put here, principal will become 110, rate is 10, time is 1 divided by 100. So 1 0 1 0, this 0 0 cancel. So it is rupees 11. Okay, rupees 11. So I have to erase this part as there is no place. So my amount, this is for the second year we are calculating. Amount A is equal to principal plus SI. So now the principal, what will be my new principal? It is 110. Okay. So 110 plus, this is the change effect, you can see, because we have not taken the principal 100, we have taken 110, that is the amount of the first year. So 110 plus SI, so SI what we have got now? 11. Okay, so what is my answer? It is 1 plus 2, it is rupees 121. So here you have seen that for the second year it is 121, and when I have done the same problem, okay, taking principal as rupees 100, time for 2 years, okay, rate of interest 10%, using that is simple interest, okay, SI interest formula, we have seen that the amount was 120, but now it has increased to 121 for the same year, same principal and same rate of interest. So this is the difference, and for the same year, same principal, same rate of interest, always compound interest. So this is the compound interest, this is the we have calculated compounded annually. So always you think that the compound interest is always greater than simple interest if we calculate for the same principal, same rate of interest and same time period. Always compound interest is greater than simple interest. Okay, so this is for use, this is the answer. Okay, compounded annually. Here you can write compounded annually. Since we have taken out this interest as compound interest. Okay, now you see we have got 121. So there is a formula. Okay, so this process is lengthy. So therefore there is a formula. With the help of that formula you can easily find out, okay, compound interest and the amount. So let us see. Okay, now let us take the same example where principal P, it is equal to rupees 100. Okay, rate of interest capital R, that is 10% per annum. Okay, time is 2 years. We have to find out the amount and CI. So the formula for the amount A, it is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. Okay, now here actually R, what I have written, so let us write capital here R. So R is the rate of interest. In place of n, in book you will find n. Since I have here written T, okay, so let us make it here n, so that it will be convenient for you. Okay, according to the formula I have written. So n is here, that is the time. Okay, so 2 years. Now you see, put all the details in the formula. It will be very simple. Principal, it is 100 into 1 plus R, rate of interest 10%. So 10 divided by 100, n, that is time, it is 2 years. Okay, so 1010 we can cancel, it is 1 by 10. So 100 into, if it is 1 by 10, LCM will be 10 only. So it will be 10 plus 1. Okay, so here time is 2. Okay, so it is 100 into 10 plus 1, it is 11 by 10, and this one square. Okay, so since square is there, that means what? We have to multiply twice. So it will become 11 into 11 divided by 10 into 10. So 1010, these two zeros will be cancelled, and 11 into 11, it will be what? Rupees 121. See? So therefore we have got the amount and By using the simple interest formula also, we have seen that the amount was rupees 121 for the 2 years. So this is a very nice formula where we can easily find out, okay, amount for compound interest. Okay, now, so we have got the amount. Now the thing is that then what is our compound interest? So the thing is same for CI. Directly what you will do, you will be subtracting principal from the amount. Okay, so it is A minus P. Now amount, already we have got one. Okay, this is the 121 is the amount. So 121 minus, you will be doing the principal money, that is 100. So it will be rupees 21. So as you can see that our CI, compound interest, it is rupees 21. Okay, so this is all the things which I want to share with you. There is one more topic left. Okay, and that is, so these problems we have done compounded annually. If it is compounded half yearly, then what we have to do? So that compounded half yearly part, okay, in my next class, okay, online class, I will be discussing about that. So with this, I hope everything is clear to you, and if you have any doubt, you can ask to me in my online class. I will be clarifying your doubt. So you go through the videos nicely and try to understand what I am saying. Okay, with this I want to conclude. That's all. Thank you.